Hey everyone, just a quick little video update here to give you an idea of what's going on across the region. So it's going to be a fairly, I believe, busy day, but there's a lot of uncertainty as to what we can expect moving forward. So here's the current radar here in Pleasant Hill. Notice we got a decent line of storms here running from Bates into Henry County up to Johnson County, Missouri, up towards the river in Saline County. This has generally been sub-severe, maybe some isolated half-inch hail. We did have a report of quarters down in Rich Hill, southern Bates County earlier on with that storm. But for the most part, these have been just kind of hanging on. A lot of this activity should remain sub-severe as it moves to the east here this morning. This really isn't going to have too much of an influence, I believe, on later on development as we move towards midday. And honestly, like I said, there's quite a bit of uncertainty as well. So let's go ahead and move on. So really, there's going to be two rounds now, not counting what's going on right now. You're going to have another round develop mid-afternoon as a warm front lifts north out of the Ozarks into basically or towards the I-70 corridors. What we're kind of thinking right now, if you notice, the SPC has stretched the moderate risk up into parts of Lynn County, Kansas, Bates, and Henry as we for today. The rest of the area remains well inside the enhanced risk area, basically the entire area for the most part, up except for up in far north eastern Missouri. So again, two rounds here. So another round, maybe mid-afternoon. If we might get a few isolated storms on that warm front as it lifts north into the region, that could bring all hazards. We could see a risk of just also large severe hail, additional maybe a conditional threat of tornadoes, and also damaging wind. Then we'll have a second round later on tonight, maybe between the late evening hours or late afternoon hours into the evening hours, and maybe a chance of like a squall line of some kind moving through. So again, a lot of uncertainty, and honestly, the short range guidance has not been handling a lot of this very well. So this is the most recent run of the HER model. It's one of several models we have available, but just gives you an idea of kind of what's going to happen. So notice the model actually has in its initiation the line of storms we have currently. But then if you step forward one step, it takes it away because it's really struggling even with the current convection. So we get an idea of where the warm front begins to lift. We got a lot of scattered activity across the area, but then you start to see more enhanced convection along the Missouri-Kansas border here, and maybe some isolated storms developing somewhere near the KC metro area. It looks like to the east, near the I-70 corridor, and farther to the south and southeast as well. Then things start to get a little messy as we get into the evening hours. This is about 4 o'clock this afternoon, and basically it's a lot of scattered convection. I think for the most part, the guidance is basically over-convecting, as we call it. It doesn't really know what to do. There's instability available. There's lifting mechanisms basically everywhere at this point, and so it's really having a hard time deciding how to initiate storms in the model. But it gives you an idea that second round is when the cold front 5 pushes in from the west, and maybe we get some semblance of a line of some sort, maybe some isolated, significant, severe storms along there too. So this is just after 9 to 10 p.m., moving into the KC metro area, and then finally pushing out to the east as well, and then even some trailing storms through the early morning on Tuesday. So again, really kind of a messy setup here, unfortunately. But that's what we're going to be monitoring here as we move through the day. And as we get towards the afternoon and the evening, we'll continue to send updates out via social media, on our webpage, and through NWS chat and other sources where you can get that information. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there today. And always give us a call if you have any questions, or reach out to us through chat. Thanks.